Let's get it, man. Hey, shout out to LDBC, man. Shout out to my brother Ticket, man. Shout out to all my brothers that been supporting this content, supporting supporting the movement that we got going on over here, man. John, that man Ticket did a great job earlier today with his video about John Morant, man, about what he spoke about and how we should hold this man accountable and how everything that we're saying is really tough love. We really want the best for the brother. We really want the brother to play the game that we love to watch and that we love to play as well. And John Morant really in the position chose a certain lifestyle over the game that pays him, the game that take care of his well being and his family. It's sad, man. The city, the what's going on in the city, you got a lot of disappointed people in the city right now. You got a lot of disappointed fans, teammates, of course, disappointed. And at the end of the day, and then that just the atmosphere is just draining because one thing about how folks feeling in the city right now, we lost Young Dolph. We got these murders, we got these killings, we got these robberies that's going on in the city every day. It just bad, man. It's just a bad energy, bad vibe that's going around the city right now due to now the star that was supposed to be the franchise. Now it's not gonna be available most likely the whole season next season. And then on top of that, most likely John Morant played his last game as the Memphis Grizzlies this past postseason. It's just really a shame of how these guys are defending him. You got guys saying that he's not doing anything legally wrong. He's not doing this, but he is doing something legally wrong because in all actuality, if it came down to it, the NBA could sue him, the Memphis Grizzlies could sue him. They basically could terminate his contract right now. Yes, you gotta go through litigation. Yes, you gotta go through the Players Association and all that, because of course they go try to take up for John Morant the best way they can. But in all actuality, the Players Association understand, and just the league officers in general understand that this type of behavior cannot be condoned. John Morant now understands the significance of his behavior. It's not only just affecting himself and his family, and affecting the kids that look up to this young man. It's affecting the players around the league. Now you might put a microscope on certain players that never really had a microscope on them. Because we know certain guys that's probably affiliated or be around certain people that normally you wouldn't see millionaires and wouldn't see rich people around. But at the same time, now John Morant bringing awareness to something that really doesn't need to be bringing awareness to. So now only his peers now had to move with precaution because now you don't want to be like John Morant. Now you don't want your well-being being sacrificed because now instead of John Morant moving properly and moving in the right direction and moving in the way that he should move as a guy that's making hundreds of millions of dollars, instead you're being reckless, you're being dumb, and now if I do have some questionable trustworthy people in my crew, now I really might not be able to have them around. Now I gotta tell them, man, look, man, I know I'm paying you such a year to do this, but man, you do got to check a pass. I may not be able to have you around just because of this what this buffoon has done. So we got to move a little proper. We got to move a little smooth. I'm gonna make sure you straight, but I ain't gonna be able to have you around due to what this dumbass done did. John Morant really don't understand the significance of everything he is doing. And at the end of the day, you guys could try to take up for Ja. You guys could try to say he didn't do anything more than wrong. But in those NBA contracts, and believe you me, I actually seen one before because one of my closest friends, we from the same project and everything, Antonio Burks. He unfortunately when he got shot and his career ended, end of the day, he didn't get any money from his contract that he just signed overseas. He signed a $4 million contract overseas with about to play overseas. But unfortunately, with Antonio Burks, when him living a certain lifestyle, when him getting shot and stuff, when he was gambling and in an abandoned house, he didn't get any money from that contract he just signed due to certain clauses that be in the contract. A lot of people don't really understand those certain clauses that are in those contracts. And when you guys were coming on Ticket, when Ticket was saying that, what Ticket is saying is real. It's certain clauses in contracts that it's certain way that you got to be, certain behaviors that you got to display. I don't know. Accidents happen, things happen. But you not gonna sit up there. You put yourself in harm's way. Why should I be? You gotta look at it from my ownership standpoint. Why should I be liable for something that you could have easily stayed away from? You chose to be around that environment. So why should I be responsible for that? So you can't blame the NBA. You can't blame these organizations. You can't blame anybody for not wanting to put up with it. You're not for to make me liable for you putting yourself in harm's way. At the end of the day, John Morant is just a kid that is heavily influenced by rap music. Like, you know how those Republicans and how these folks are trying to throw NWA records on the ground and destroy them, Uncle Luke and all that stuff, because they was worrying about children being misled by the music. Now, in all actuality, y'all, maybe that's the reason why they did act out and act a fool. John Moran actually giving credence to what them folks were fighting back then, of why they were trying to destroy all these rap records and going against these rap groups and stuff, due to worrying about how rap music is going to influence children. John Morant actually gave credence to why they was doing it. So, end of the day, you guys, John Moran was very irresponsible and he moved the wrong way. And it's sad that he shed a bad light on all the young athletes. Now, the future athletes look at Michael Williams. He just got into a situation with, he's supposed to be playing University of Memphis, got to a situation that he had a gun and assaulted somebody. So now Penny Hardaway, he's gonna be put into a situation whether to take this kid's scholarship and dismiss him for the team, or he's gonna ride with him. But unfortunately, what John Morant has done, that could affect Michael Williams' future. And Michael Williams could be released from Memphis and could be dismissed for the team and lose his scholarship. And now he got to figure out what he has to do to try to get on the team. And in all actuality, it could affect him to the point where that he using endorsements because he got a lot of NIL endorsements. It could affect his well-being for just playing basketball, period, because not no other college might not want to mess with him if Penny gives up on him. And then on top of that, you got to look at will the G League, will anybody from there accept him and give him a contract, give him an opportunity, or will any team overseas would give a hot head like Michael Williams an opportunity due to the fact of look at what John Morant brought attention to. So, end of the day, people don't realize how big this stuff is. But John Morant, to me, honestly, I think his career is done. I think he put himself in a position that now, if you let's just say he gets back into the league, you're not gonna make the type of money that you would have made. You're not gonna make hundreds of millions of dollars. You're gonna get the minimum deals now. And I don't think John Morant is strong enough mentally to have to crawl all the way back from the bottom, getting minimum deals to try to earn his way back into putting them in that superstar status in which he was working his way on to being. For crying out loud, they wanted him to be the face of the damn NBA. And he's ruined that now. And Ticket said something earlier that I agree with. I think mentally, he's gonna go crazy. I think he's gonna lose his damn mind because he don't realize he fumbled the bag. He lost hundreds and millions of dollars off his actions. Just like that, y'all. In less than a 6 month span, he lost hundreds of millions of dollars. And not only now you guys keep forgetting about the incident with the kid. Now that civil suit that finna come to play, he got to break bread with that. Man, shout out to Italian Lagoon and Cash out, man, for the 50 spot, man. Much love to you, brother, man. I appreciate that love, my brother, man. Respect to you, family. I appreciate that. Much love, my brother. Shout out to Italian, my brother, man.
What up, Herm?
What's happening, man? Man, what's your thoughts on the ignorance of John Morant, man?
Well, I haven't really touched on it since all these things have happened, but just pure stupidity. Not being aware of the company you keep around you. Do I think that he knew he was on live? I can't go inside his brain, but he has to understand who his company is. And so once listen, the thing is this, man. And I gotta say this to him because I've been inside these type of situations before, bro, where I was close with the NBA player before, right here in Sacramento. I'm not gonna say who his name was. He's from Alabama, so y'all can put two and two together.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he was very picky about just people around him, and when you're around him, cautious of what you're doing and what he's doing. And so, because we're a reflection of him, he let me into his little space. And so, when I did something within his space or his area, like I'm taking responsibility for me and him because I'm a reflection of him. And so, I just think that John Morant was in the moment. And again, I'm not mad that he has a gun. I mean, I'm a big Second Amendment person. I mean, that's the one policy that I agree with Republicans on, the right to bear arms, Second Amendment. But it's not the fact that he had the gun; it's how he's going around parading it. The perception of how he's doing this is not the right way. There's a way to go about carrying a firearm, right? Concealed the right way in your trunk. I mean, we live by laws, and the fact that he just got suspended for this less than 2 or 3 months ago, bro, the season is not even over yet. We're still in the postseason. I mean, this is crazy, and so he wasn't aware. And any punishment that is given down to this guy, Herm, I'm okay with at this point. I'm
I
okay with
agree.
it.
I
And
agree,
so,
man.
listen, man, you know, um, he's young. He's gonna make a mistake. Blah blah blah. Well, we gave you that example or that excuse, or we gave you the benefit of the doubt the first time, and even then, that's a mistake. But this second time, I can't go that route. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And so, whatever the league wants to do, they're going to do it. It's justified. And let me say this real quick, bro. And here's my last point. Not
Yes,
only
sir.
is it shame on John Morant, bro, but shame on his friend. Because
Yep.
as a
Yep.
friend, because bro, you're sitting in a car with John Morant. So that means that he trusts you, your inner circle, and for his friend not to have common sense and be aware of the moment and understand who he's with and what just happened, shame on him. And if I'm John Morant's other friends, I beat his ass, bro. Period. I beat his ass.
Me too.
Real
Me
shit,
too, bro. Me too.
real shit,
Me
bro.
too.
I beat his ass.
Me too,
I,
bro.
I think I take it one step further, man.
Go
Go
ahead,
Uh,
ahead, Reggie. Shout out to you,
Reggie.
Reggie.
what's up, Mass? What's up, Herm? Salute. Ticket. Bro, I think John Morant got an identity crisis, man. I ain't no mental health specialist or nothing, but this shit weird. Like last week, he was at a bar. He gave a concert performing NBA YoungBoy. Like this dude really think he NBA YoungBoy. He really think like in his mind, this dude he's like a super. He's a stand. Like when Eminem made that song "Stand," they was talking about dudes like John. He was talking about dudes like John Morant. John Morant is a fucking stand. You know what I'm saying? Like when we picture like the stereotypical stand, he don't look the part, but his behavior and actions fit. He's a fucking stand, bro. And a lot of dudes don't want to admit it. They fans of his lifestyle. They fans of NBA YoungBoy. It's weird. It's getting to the point where it's freaking weird. Every time you see this dude, he got a. It's not. And not like let's just say, for instance, we shouldn't even know what you be doing. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of people in general who work good jobs, make good money, but they not the most. Let's just say morally straight people. But they do what they do behind closed doors, and they don't bring unnecessary attention to yourself. Nobody would have known you was riding with a stick and all this kind of stuff, and you wave it in the air, which is your legally you didn't do nothing wrong, but you probably violated um what they say moral codes and contracts, and you probably like it's the optics of it after you got out of a legal situation, multiple legal situations, and you lost out on money because you weren't able to attend games. You didn't make the all NBA team. You know what I'm saying? You probably ruined your team's chances of being more successful than they already were, created locker room problems. And now it's not just the Memphis Grizzlies, it's the whole NBA. All the owners are banding together after they tried to save you. Now you watering down the product. And what's even worse than what it is, they gave you the keys to the car. Basically, they say, hey, we're going to market you, even though you're not even a top 10 player in the NBA, we're going to make you the face of the NBA. Bro, he didn't deserve to be the face of the NBA because his skill set and his play, regardless of his behavior, didn't deserve it. Like, so you're going to leapfrog like five, six, seven, eight other dudes and be the face of the NBA. You're not even as good as them. And then you're going to be like, basically propagating a thug image, bro. So now you create safety issues. So if I'm John Morant, right, and I'm in the facility, I'm working out, and then now I'm on Instagram Live, and I'm at games throwing up gang signs, doing all this kind of stuff, right? And now I got ops that's looking for me. I got dudes that want to come see me, dudes that want to check me because I ain't check in and I ain't paying my protection, aka extortion fee. I'm not an expert on gang relations because I ain't that type of dude. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. What else they do when you do with gangs as a high profile member of a gang? But now you bringing that stuff around like millionaires, billionaires, business people, the media, civilians, families, all kind of. This is a family friendly product the NBA is trying to market on a global scale. So now you got people in China. You know what I'm saying? This morning I turned on my TV and I seen the John Morant thing. Shams was on CNN, bro. Like, why is John Morant waving a stick around on IG Live, uh, um, uh, a hot topic on CNN, bro? Like, nah, dog. Like, come on, bro. This is an L. And like the dudes that supporting this stuff is crazy because and here's my last point. Um, and Mass brought up a good point about that lawsuit, that civil suit that he, you know what I'm saying, Ticket played the video about a few weeks ago with the kid and the mama and the police and
They go get the bankroll now.
and it's crazy, man. Because look, Herm, it's crazy because you don't understand. You're not only as a you have a responsibility. Like when you and y'all talk about the contract side of it, it don't like people don't understand when you got certain jobs, careers, even if you a so-called entrepreneur, whatever you are, bro. If you're in a position like at a certain level, you got to represent. It's called professionalism, bro. Like I don't really think John Morant like basketball like that, and that's cool. We all can be Mike, Kobe, and LeBron, and all this. Well, we just love basketball, right? But at the same time, do you even like money? Because at the same time, we know a lot of these dudes. Oh, this nigga, if he would just work harder, he could have been the greatest. All this kind of shit, like Shaq. But guess what? Shaq like money. Shaq a businessman, and yes, Shaq got fat. He didn't make his free throws and all that stuff. But guess what? Shaq ain't never miss out on that bag though. So it comes to a point where you don't even like making money, bro, because you missed out on $39 million for the bonus for what was that? The All NBA joint. Then you missed out on more money because the games you missed, you got fined, had to pay them games. Then you're gonna miss out on some more money because now you're gonna lose your Gatorade. I think the Nike say they're gonna take a pause. They say they're gonna pause on market.
They gonna have no choice but to leave them.
And so Gatorade, so now you're gonna lose your Gatorade sponsorship, your Nike sponsorship, which is even more money than your NBA contract. Then you lost out on an All NBA bonus. Then you had to pay fines, and then you're gonna miss a potentially. They say it's about to be half a season. They talking about spending him for a whole season, bro. So that's a whole year's worth of salary, bro. You got bills to pay. You got people, staff to pay. Um, you got miles to feed, so provide your family, bro. This is ignorance, bro. It's flat out ignorance, bro. I mean,
It,
I ain't.
and it's just sad that a lot of people, Reggie, is taking up for this man, man. That's the really crazy part about it. Like I come from nothing, man. I really come from humble beginnings, man. And end of the day, man, certain people that actually love me that come from that same area. I had a lot of older cats used to tell me, bro, I ain't gonna let you do that. They knew I was gonna crash out before OG pulled me to the side. Said, man, nigga, you gonna have to shoot me, nigga, if you go try to do something to that man right there. You got a future, bro. Yes, I still did some hard headed things after the fact, but I do think that older gentleman that was from my hood that he saved my life literally because I was about to take another man's life, but he told me, "Nah, you got to take mine. You respect me, don't it, nigga? But in order for you to take his, you got to take mine first." Stepped up to me and told me, "Nah, I ain't gonna let you do that." And John Morant don't have those type of cats in this corner to really let him know, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna let you do that. You finna get on that line, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Do something in that nature. So now I'm gonna take your phone. I might have to take the gun away from you, nigga. We go see you really about that for real type shit. Sometimes you need that tough love, and he's not getting it from that circle, man. His circle really not giving him tough love. They're really egging him on. They're really hedging on to it. And then they don't have that business mindset, like, bro, we ain't gonna let you from the bag, because if you lose, bro, we all gonna lose. And those all those cats that's around him now, if he lose it all, none of them niggas ain't gonna be there for him. And then if they are around, they gonna make him crash out. And not only you lost your NBA career, now you might even get time in jail, or you could be part of the situation that your life could be taken. So man, y'all got to get it together, bro. And shout out to Two Raw in the comment section too. I would love to hear what Two Raw would have to say about John about this situation too. I know we spoke upon it with other videos, but I would love for him to come on the platform if he could, so everybody can really, really know how it is. Cause he do speak a lot of intelligent shit about this shit. But Reggie, it's sad, man. This stuff sad, man. This
It's
is
it's
really
weird
crazy.
because the dudes he with. They don't really. You could tell they just like the dude in the video. At least the dude like, and I think when Ja pulled out the gun, right, you could see the dude in the video was like surprised. Even he was like, "Damn!" Like he had to turn when he seen it. He put the camera down, and that's when the video cut off. I mean, even he was like, "Shit, nigga, we just." He was like, "Damn!" So like, I mean, I think it's just the people the groupies them dudes is groupies, man. Them cats he with them bums, dude, them bum ass niggas, them groupies, bro. And you know it's bad when the yes men and all the dudes around him ain't nobody telling him no. They just, you know what I'm saying, he the bag, you know what I'm saying, they live in life. But even then, when the dude Ja was riding around, he had the gun, it looked like a Glock, he had it, and he was holding it, which ain't nothing, that's not illegal, but that's poor handling of a weapon, right? That's terrible handling of a weapon. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded, right? Never point a weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. But like, I mean, obviously he could have killed himself, hurt somebody really bad. Like that could have ended badly potentially. But besides the weapon safety issue, um, it's the optics of it, bro. Like, I mean, this is a whole circular, repetitive argument. But the fact is, the dude with the camera, when he seen the gun, he damn near dropped the phone trying to, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's the internet, bro. It's 2023. We got all this technology. We can freeze frame stuff by the millisecond, right? So they got the video, freeze framed it, put it in 4K, and now it's on a meme and it's all over the internet. And now we talking about it on CNN. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at because 1 second, literally 1 second can ruin it. It can go 0 to 100 in 1 second, bro. It can go left in 1 second. It's the company you keep, man. You're around a bunch of dudes that, you know what I'm saying, y'all. You on top of the car, and you look like a nice neighborhood on top of the car, blasting the music. You know what I'm saying, dancing. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, granted, that's not illegal, but let's just say if you did it, bro, why you got to record it and put it on Instagram Live? Like, if you doing
Facts.
I mean, it's people that do that shit in their neighborhood all the time. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody call the police on you, so you straight. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You in your
But this
driveway.
what I hate. This what I hate the most with the Reggie though. I'm thinking about hindsight. Like this is why the NBA have to punish him, and this is why you got former players like Kendrick Perkins and others want something done with him because not only he's affecting himself, he's affecting the whole bottom line, and plus he's affecting the players that could be in questionable circumstances around with certain hanging around certain people that they
Herm, this
probably shouldn't be around, and now you go highlight it. And now those players may be implicated in some shit now and get watched more now because of the dumb shit you did.
This is the shit I'm talking about. All is well. This nigga dumb as fuck. It's not illegal. Y'all need to chill. I didn't say it was. I
Yeah,
literally
that's a dumb response right there.
he didn't do. I clearly said nothing he did was technically illegal. I literally said that. But when you already in legal trouble for previous situations, then you talking about losing your job, bro. It don't even fucking matter at this point if it's illegal or not. The league
Right.
is going to actually fuck you over even worse. When you was actually in legal trouble, they actually helped you out. Now that's even worse because now you gonna miss out. You already missed out on $39 million All NBA because you'd have made the All NBA, which you could have. You could have made at least a third All NBA team and have you just played all your games. They was gonna give you that. They was gonna hand you that, right? Then you missed out on the games because you had to pay the fine because you got the 8 game suspension. Then you had to go to that little rehab or whatever the fuck he did in Florida. He went to some fucking rehab shit.
Yeah,
Came
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
yeah, I'm a changed man. I
Yeah,
see
it's
the
a
error in
piece
my
of
way.
yeah.
That's a
That ain't nothing.
publicity stunt, man.
And then this nigga come back, right? He played the playoffs and shit. It's a parade inside my city, yeah. Had his daughter saying that shit on TV. Bro, this shit is dumb as fuck. Now it's the off season, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, the team about to be fucked up. Your man Dylan Brooks got the can. He about to get fucking kicked out the NBA and shit. He going to China somewhere. Now your team is jacked up, and now the whole NBA, the owners, the executives from other teams are colluding together to get you suspended for a whole season. And you saying it's not illegal, y'all need to chill. I ain't the one that's trying to suspend Ja Morant. The NBA is. So when Ja Morant gets suspended for 82 games next year, it's gonna be niggas like you crying, oh, they doing a black man wrong. Man, y'all niggas is sad, bro. Man,
Right,
I,
right.
I gotta
that's
ask Maz this question right quick. Hey
Yeah,
Maz,
go
what you
ahead.
think? What you think John Morant actions is going? How it's going to affect other players in the league? How it's going to affect them? Because we know it's certain players in the league that are affiliated with certain kinds of people. And I want to know, in your opinion, how his actions go put a spotlight on those type of players now that's hanging around questionable people as well.
Well, I mean, they're going to be more aware, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And even those people, other than John Morant, I mean, they're not parading around doing this dumb shit. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the league who just do dumb shit, but they got common sense and they got good people around them not to put it on social media. They keep it within their four walls or within their little small clique. And so the lesson to be learned in this is you've seen what they're doing to John Morant. So any young player, any guy around his age who wants to follow his footsteps, that's a definition of just pure stupidity. And so the effect should be, lesson learned. I mean, if they can void his contract or take a season away, then I assume that they don't want. Hold on, fellas. Hold on. A man.
Look, while he gone,
Yeah, go ahead,
I don't
Reg.
want, I don't want the bro. I really don't want him to get suspended, but let's just say
No, I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm back.
okay.
All
All
right,
I'm
bet,
saying
man. Go ahead.
is just hopefully these players learn. I mean, that's the effect, bro. And these teams during the offseason, preseason, team meetings. I mean, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes with NBA teams and players. People come in, they speak. You got public forums, like they go through courses, classes, all these type of shit. And so I'm pretty sure that this topic is going to be brought up. And so there's going to be like classes and courses and reassurance from the team to other young players or just players in general not to do this. And I listen, I hope and pray that the Memphis Grizzlies lawyers, because all this shit got to be looked at by lawyers, all right? When you talk about contracts and shit.
Yep.
Hopefully, Reggie, they can find a loophole within his contract where they can void his dude's contract, bro. It's gonna be,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
because
saying?
you
So
talking
we'll
about
see.
the business perspective. Like a lot of these dudes is like, oh,
I,
he
I, I
didn't
think I
like
think they're gonna be. Excuse me, Reg. I ain't trying to cut you off. But
you.
man, I think they are going to be able to. Like I said,
Oh, okay.
Like my boy Tonyo Burks, man. He asked the shit. He wasn't even a star like that, and he had a void in his contract. That's why he didn't get paid out his contract due to, even though he got shot, it was a victim against shot. But he
Mm-hmm.
was around. He was putting himself in certain situations that led him into getting shot. Cause he got shot shooting dice, because shooting dice in an abandoned house and
Come
stuff.
here.
So the team was liable for that, and they didn't take care of that. So I think he's gonna be okay. I think the Memphis Grizzlies would be okay. They would bounce back for that. Cause look at the Trail Sprewell. Hell, his contract was voided after he slapped after he choked out PJ Carlesimo after he got suspended for a year. And you seen he was able to go to a new team, get a new contract. People took a chance on him. So that's what John Morant go. He got to clean up his image. He got to cut his hair. He got to do a whole bunch of stuff once he get back into the league. But I think they're gonna suspend it for a whole year, to be honest.
Well, Herman, from my understanding, and I'm pretty sure about this, people are probably going to say it's not fair what I'm about to say, but you guys do know that certain players have certain stipulations and clauses within their contracts, and so it's up to you and your agent to agree to it. And so I mean, obviously teams got their basic rules and conduct detriment to the team, etc. But certain players live by certain clauses. And so, certain guys based off their past, like for example, Steven Jackson was talking about something in his contract with San Antonio. Remember when he tweeted on the Spurs? I think it was like 2005 or six when he came back the second time. He tweeted like on a Thursday, and Pop let him go on a Friday. And Steven Jackson said he was wrong because in his contract he negotiated that he wouldn't be doing. I forgot how he phrased it, but I mean these players do get clauses in their deals, and so Memphis needs to put a. I'm not sure what is inside Jaws um, contract far as that goes. But I do hope that these teams, when they're signing these players or trying to extend these players, they throw a little clause in there, referring to something like this. That's all I'm saying.
On Mass, Sneed, shout out to Sneed, my brother Sneed. He said that it's in the CBA already though.
Oh,
So
and the
yeah,
new CBA or the old one?
yeah, I think he's saying this current one that they got.
Okay, well, good then. That's perfect then. See, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Hey,
In the new
ticket. If
CBA
you
that's
hear me,
coming up.
ticket. If you hear me, ticket. Drop the link. Tyree Love trying to come in. He got. I know he gonna say something that might be controversial, but Tyree Love, he's gonna come in and speak upon this on ticket. So drop the link if you hear it.
Herm, dudes got to look at this from. They only looking at it from one side, right? Trying to help Ja, bro. It's too late. You 20-something-year-old grown ass man. You need if you don't want to help yourself, can't nobody help you for you, right? But you got to look at this from the business perspective, from the teams and the league perspective. This is $1 billion business. They trying to expand this game globally, and they making leagues in Africa. They got a league in Europe, China, all this other stuff, bringing all these foreign players over, and they trying to branch off into make this like really pop globally, and then they give you the keys to the car, make you the face of the franchise, and you promoting gang banging, you know what I'm saying, obscene rap lyrics, and waving firearms around on Instagram Live, bro. That's not gonna cut it, bro. Like it ain't even about legality. It's about like representation. It's about professionalism, bro. Your job, you interact with the media, you do commercials, you on TV, you do certain stuff. You're not a regular 9 to 5 dude. This is your job, like from a professional standpoint, bro. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like, do you go to work if you got a job or if you own a business, you don't roll up in your business like ungroomed, you know what I'm saying, poor hygiene, offering bad service or whatever you do. It's a certain type of professionalism, bro. And like I don't understand, like if the league want to punish him for 82 games, I'm not even mad at it. Because it's a business, bro. If they want to avoid his contract, it's a business decision, dog.
Y'all still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh yeah. Hey Reggie, man. Like I was saying earlier, um, man, early 2000s, bro. I was hanging like with like a young, like thoroughbred NBA player, bro. This motherfucker wasn't playing for the Kings. He was on the bench, basically just practice, and that was it, right? But he was but like he loved nightlife. You know what I'm saying? And so we had like a mutual friend, and that's kind of how we kind of met each other through a mutual friend. And bro, this motherfucker was strict, bro. I'm talking like I seen so many people come and go, and he wasn't playing around. Like you ain't got one chance, and if you blew that chance, bro, you ain't coming to the game. You ain't hanging out. You ain't coming to the house. You feel me? Like I mean, none of that shit, bro. And so again, you know what I'm saying? You got to surround yourself with people who gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And Ja got to learn to say no. You feel me? His friends got to learn to say no. Even if that means Ja being mad at me and I'm not going to benefit from tickets or being around the club with women and shit because I'm being stern with John as a real friend, then so be it. But see, when you're around a guy like that who has all the money and the power, and then you tell him no, certain guys won't do it because they're afraid of the possibility that he may cut you off. You feel me? And so, but it puts certain people in a tough situation because do I say something and risk it, or do I just shut the fuck up and just benefit off what's happening? You know what I'm saying? And fucking ride this train until the train is no longer going. You know? So I don't know, man. It's just yeah, times
I,
are different now, man.
I know
Hey
what you.
Tyree, I'm trying to get you on, Tyree. I missed your ticket. Sent him a couple of messages, man. Hopefully Tyree he answered. Drop the link for you because I already know what your crazy ass probably going to say. I got a feeling of what you're going to say, so I do want ticket to drop the link because if you say the crazy shit, boy, I'm gonna destroy your ass, Tyree. I'm letting you know that now. I'm gonna destroy you. You say some crazy shit taking up a job.
Yeah, I
Look,
I hope he don't do that.
he not the first crash dummy because Ja's a crash dummy. He's not the first wannabe crash dummy to play in the league, and he just happened to play at a time where everything is online, right? It's every social media.
True.
Here's the difference though. I purchased them dudes back then and now. The difference is he didn't get caught lacking. He did it to himself. Every time you seen this dude on camera, except for that bar, I think the one where he was at the bar singing, I don't even think that's a big deal, right? The one time he did get caught, it wasn't even a big deal, just having a good time rapping on top of a bar. But the other times he or somebody in his crew was recording him. So he was either recording himself or somebody in the crew. It wasn't like some stranger, some bystander was just ready on some paparazzi type shit. No, it was just he was recording himself. So it's like, bro, even
What
if
up,
you catch doing
James?
the same
Shout
shit,
out
you
to
better
James, man.
I see him down there.
James. Nola Boy Sports.
Yeah,
Salute.
James got deep fried last night, but go ahead, Reggie. Man, they got deep fried last night by Africa and Herm. That shit was
It was easy work too, though.
That nigga say, man. I'm just saying, bro. Bro, why you gotta cut the camera on, bro? Like, if you doing what you gotta do, or you behind closed doors, behind the scenes, what's up with that shit, man? That clout chasing shit, man. That shit goofy, bro. Like, let's just say we really on that type of time. I'm doing all this. I'm out here flexing hoes, money, popping bottles, and all this shit. I get it. If you young, you got the money, bro. Like, we go stupid, but bro, I'm not. Why cut the camera and put on Instagram? Nobody would have seen you dancing on your car if you would have been on Instagram. Nobody would have seen you riding with the stick, driving, you screaming NBA YoungBoy lyrics if your partner didn't have the damn Instagram live on, bro. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, if you gonna do what you're gonna do, why put it on the internet for the world to see? That's my only question, bro. Like, if for all his sympathizers who want to say he just a young nigga make a mistake, blah blah blah, why put it on? Why put it for the world to see on Instagram?
yeah,
Why?
hey, Reggie, bro. I'm curious to see, or I mean, like, what's his motive? I mean, like, you're already John Morant. When you walk in the room, you're already that guy. I mean, somebody's gonna say, I don't know who that is, but there has to be somebody. I mean, he does have an aura about himself, right? And so him posting these things online, I mean, what is it? I mean, that's not gonna make the women come like any faster. So I mean, what's his motive? I mean, is he chasing respect? Does he want respect? I mean, who's he trying to please with doing this? I mean,
Maybe
you're
he
already John Morant.
idolized. Maybe he's really heavily influenced by rap music, and he idolizes NBA YoungBoy, and maybe he wants to be NBA YoungBoy. Maybe he really wants to be him. Maybe he
Yeah,
want to get shot in the
he a
head
weird. He
several
weird. That
times
dude
like
weird.
young boy. Maybe he want a dent in the middle of his forehead like NBA YoungBoy. Maybe he want that life. Maybe he wants to be like that.
Yeah, he's weird, man. He even
All right,
weird, bro. That's weird. He a stand, bro. He a whole stand.
right.
And those type of crips he be around, I know who he exactly be around. And those cats, they wasn't off the porch until their 20s, man. None of those cats were really out there doing that thing like that until their 20s. Cats that I know that he around from the city. Man, it's crazy what y'all got going on, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a billionaire, right, and I own this team, right, and I'm sitting here looking at this. Yeah, he bringing me a lot of money, but now at a certain point you got to cut your loss because now the value is worth it because now he's not even playing games at this point. So now if
Right.
he's supposed to bring it now, I want all his energy around my facilities, around my
And
staff,
James
around my
Hayes made a great
business.
point in
My
the
name is
comment
attached
section,
to this. I
Reggie.
want to be affiliated with. I'm
My bad, bro. I was just saying
not.
James made a great point in the comment section. I think somebody referred to him like, a wannabe leader, but he's not like these ain't leadership qualities or like leadership traits. I mean, he's a flat out follower. And
Yeah,
so a guy in this position, he's supposed to be the leader, right? Everything should be going through him, around him, for the most part. And like he's not being a leader. And
man.
so I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
But
definitely
here's
sad,
here's
bro.
the real disdain, man, and Reggie. This is why I'm so hard on John Morant. While they was talking about the draft, when him and Zion being the top two guys in the draft, and they were trying to see who gonna be number one between those two and all that, they did an ESPN special on John Morant, where he from is Sumter, South Carolina, how his family, how his father and mother built the basketball court in the city where they from, and then let everybody from that small community come and play. They had leads and everything, and talking about how great and how special his family was is giving back to the community and how they treat people and how John Morant always been a good kid, good model citizen, the whole nine. This what they always been saying how he was undervalued, underrated. Come through his high school days, and Murray State was the one that gave him an opportunity, and he took it from there and made it count. Um, John Moran was never perceived to be that type of guy that he's trying to display right now. He always was considered a good, humble kid, come from a good family background, and he worked hard from a small country town. He from a small country town. That city, right, Sumter, South Carolina, is not known for any type of crime. They ranked 17th in crime rate in the state of South Carolina. South Carolina is a very small state at that. So if you 17th in your state, you know your state is small. You know y'all barely, man. Where you picking up this stuff from, John Morant? If it's not for rap music,
And they looking at it from like his perspective, but they're not understanding, bro. Like it's not. I'm saying he deserved this, bro. I'm saying if I'm you looking at it from the NBA standpoint, like from a business decision, bro. If you got an ambassador of your product, right, your brand, and this dude is like he off the hinges, bro, and he doing this kind of stuff at a certain point. You trying to, and you got a family global product you trying to market, bro. Come on, dog. And I mean, he's not the first guy in the NBA to do this kind of stuff, but it's the damage he did to himself. Had he just cut the damn smartphone off, bro, like literally. I mean, I don't understand, bro. It's like, bro, I'm cut the preacher boy stuff off. I'm like, that's common sense. Let's just say I played in the NBA and I was notorious and I'm doing street stuff. I'm a street guy, right? I'm outside with it. I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing. I'm low key. I don't understand it. Like I'm trying to really figure this out. It's the cloud is, you know what I'm saying? And this whole because he young, bro. He's a grown ass man. He's 23 years old. He's old enough to vote. He's old enough to drink legally. Come on, man. This shit, like, and ain't nobody perfect. We all did some dumb stuff, but like, bro, this is like time and time again, bro. Like, you had enough chances to learn your lesson and get bailed out. So I'm not understanding what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got the excuse. Oh, he ain't got no. He got two good parents, come from a good family, a good home. So he ain't even got the excuse. He come from a broken home and shit. Like he was raised with wolves out in the streets and shit. Like nah, he ain't even got that excuse.
man, his dad and mother graduated from the HBCU called Claflin University. Claflin University is a HBCU Division II school. The daddy played Division II ball, got his degree and everything for Claflin. He played high school ball with Ray Allen. Man, his daddy, man, he ain't come from no humble beginners or nothing. His mother and father took care of that man, and his dad on that. And that 200 million that all is
Exactly.
well keep talking about, that nigga ain't gonna have none of that shit, cause that money gone home, boy. That nigga ain't finna have nothing. And then that lawsuit going on. Don't you know he made that case for that lawsuit to make it even stronger? That civil suit make it even stronger for the kid to get some more money. So that's more money lost. And you
And I
done.
hope that little nigga put the bag on job. God, dumbass nigga, man. I hope that little nigga paid.
And all is well. Bring your ass in here. Tyree Love, you bring your capping ass in. We know James Hayes ready to come on and cook us. He a
Yeah,
real.
yeah, you already know I'm in this
What
bitch.
up,
Don't be
James?
on dog.
What
Them
up,
niggas be
James?
All is
capping.
well. What's happening, nigga?
Salute. Let me see your talking like quick.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Reg Mass and her? Good show, man. I've been
What
listening
up,
all the
James?
way over here. How
Man,
y'all doing this
appreciate it.
today, bro? You know,
Doing all
Matt,
right, man.
he
Happy
wants you to
Friday.
get it last night. The bitch was trying to
Oh
jump
no,
me, but I'm back
I was
with
just
the
joking.
vengeance, nigga. I
I
know
was
I'm
just
ready to
joking.
fucking with me, dog. I'm fucking with you. I come to
Yeah,
kick off some real shit to do, dog. No bullshit.
yeah, for
Cause this
sure.
shit getting out of hand. This shit getting out of hand. Like I was a convicted fella for a long time, dog. Couldn't get my life back. And that's just a flash in the gun. You need to have a concealed license, a license, some kind of permit to carry a gun. I'm not saying he don't, because he make that type of money to be able to protect himself. But if you don't have those credentials to carry a weapon, you're intimidating yourself. So like Chicken say, you got all this money, man. Get you some security, man. Don't you ain't gotta act like you about it and sure nigga you can carry the gun yourself. Y'all make you no bitch, you no hope, man. Do the shit the right way, man. And that's why I think a father figure really matters. So that's what I had to learn the hard way. My grandpa and my daddy always taught me that. But I had to learn the hard way. Like I said, when I went to jail for 15 for 357, and nobody was picking up that damn phone. Only person who picked up that phone was my father. My mom, my grandma, and my grandfather didn't pick up the phone because they were the main three that was telling me. But my dad was already like that. My dad, he understood what this shit come with. So he was like, man, I can't just leave you like that. You feel me? So I'm gonna come down there at least see what's going on. And that made everybody else follow to see what was going on. It only takes one to do it. Like I think Josh is being a follower at this point, man. He's trying to prove a point to somebody that he don't need to prove a point to at this point in his career. You the breadwinner, man. What the fuck point you gotta prove to a nigga who you taking care of? If this like that's why I said yesterday I respect LeBron James to the Phillies. He put his team on to the point where They can help themselves. You know, if you fall off, you fall off. Now, if I know you in the wrong, I ain't gonna keep sticking my neck out there for you. But if I know you're in the right and you try and you keep pushing, I'm gonna catch your back. I'm gonna put some sources behind that. I'm gonna put extra money to push you. You know what I mean? But Josh is throwing money away at this part of his career. He's too young for that. Dog. He don't have no guys, no leadership. And now he'll take it saying his dad and them ain't got nothing to do with it, which I agree with that to a certain extent. But come on, man, like you're not supposed to never leave your home values behind. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna be in the same city you came up in.
Hey
You're gonna
James,
go
I
in
got a
another
guess
city.
in here, James. I got a guess in
Go
here,
ahead, go
James.
ahead, how many business?
Yeah, Tyree Love. I'm interested to hear what you got on here,
Shit,
Tyree
guess, nigga.
Love.
Like I ain't been coming through.
Yeah, nigga. I'm just saying. I just had to speak you up. Just had to
Salute
speak you
though.
up, man.
Salute
What's your
Italian,
thought?
salute Italian. We got
What's your
Tyree.
thoughts on
What
John
up,
Morant,
James?
nigga?
What's
What's
up?
your thoughts, nigga?
Say, like I agree with everything y'all saying. This nigga a follower. He ain't no leader. All he is trying to fit in what this social media era brings. Every young nigga want to be a rap nigga now. So even if you in the NBA, you still want that image of a rap nigga. But I think you niggas going too far with this suspension shit. I hear some niggas saying he need to be suspended for the whole year. For a second offense, bro, y'all doing a little too much, man. 30 games, I give you that. 30 games, 25 games, I give you that. But a whole year, because he flashed a gun the second time, bro, hell no. Y'all niggas going too far for the suspension, bro. What he did was ignorant. What he did was dumb, bro. But not suspending that man for the whole year, bro.
But Tyree, how many chances you want to get a nigga the next time? Next
No,
time he
I
may
said,
be on.
but I said
He,
if the owners,
hey, go ahead, Reggie. My bad.
no, what I was saying was that, if the owners decided, because the reports was yesterday they say he gonna get a half a season. Now they saying the owners are convening with each other and pushing for a whole 82 game season. I said if he got that, I wouldn't be mad. I don't want him to get it, but if he got it, I wouldn't be mad. That's what I said.
Yeah, that a little too excessive, my nigga. A whole year, bro, for flashing the gun the second time. Nigga, you in your car hyped in a bitch, bro. Music blasting you with your niggas. You just hyped as a bitch. I know it wasn't a good look, but he ain't like that nigga pull that bitch out and start pointing at people and shooting at people. I get what you're saying when you like suspend that nigga from the league or suspend it for a year. Well, he just pulled that bitch out. It was ignorant what he did. He was jamming and vibing to some music, having a good time, want to stunt for social media. That's what a lot of young niggas like to pull that tool out and stunt for social media. Like I said, it's a bad look, but I ain't talking about suspending that nigga for a whole year. Y'all niggas going too far.
No, but if you Tyree, if you're NBA, if you and it's not just the Memphis Grizzlies, bro, it's other teams in the league banding together, bro. If you this guy is literally the face of your corporation, bro. Like he represent the product. If you're a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? If you're a billionaire white guy and you looking at this shit, you like, damn. And it's no benefit to him. It's no benefit to you objectively because
He
he's not
said
even
being
gonna be
that white
playing the
guy.
games to make the money. It's that's what it is. Am I am I wrong? It's a bunch of billionaire white guys that are looking at this shit like, damn, bro, I'm really trying to like grow the product and make the bag and family friendly. But we got this nigga running around here with a tool out, driving on Instagram live. All he had to do was cut the camera off, bro. Like literally, if you agree with if you want to say he didn't do nothing wrong, all he had to do was turn it damn Instagram off. Like there's no excuse for this bullshit, bro. He gonna get what he gonna get, and it's just what it is, bro. Like there's no way out for this shit, bro.
I ain't tripping. If he get a year, that's on him. Like you said, it's on him. But I think it's still excessive though. Not no whole year for flashing the iron. Hell
I
no.
said
Bro,
by the
bro,
second
they
that that was his
billions of
first
dollars.
offense, Kyrie. But other than that, he did it more than once, though, bro. So you got to make an example out of this dude, because if you don't make an example out of his life, you're going to keep doing it. That's going to bring detriment to your team. He's supposed to be the leader of the team, a young, upcoming superstar. He's supposed to lead this team to the promised land. They ain't never did it nothing in the NBA for him to be doing that shit anyway. So, like, if you want to be a rapper, take time out from the league, but if you stay your ass, they go drop your album.
I just think he a
Bro,
buffoon. I think for the Memphis Grizzlies, we got to protect ourselves, man. We got to get rid of John Morant.
Get rid of him. What the fuck?
Yes, yes. In all honesty, we played just as
Man,
good
stop
without
that.
the nigga. We played just as good without the
Y'all
nigga. To
niggas
be
ain't going
honest,
nowhere without y'all, man.
shit, we ain't going
why they
nowhere.
think
We ain't going nowhere with him. So who
why
cares? We
You
ain't going
definitely ain't
nowhere
gonna go
with the
nowhere
nigga.
without him, nigga. He
Yeah, I
boxing
mean,
niggas,
hey,
nigga, but
guess what,
it ain't
Tyree? Guess
about
what,
his
Tyree?
ticket sales,
Guess
nigga.
what,
He
Tyree? We
box
gonna be
office,
in the
nigga.
same. We gonna be in the same boat with that. The nigga either lose in the first round or second round. We ain't
Man,
going
them
no
ticket
further
sales
with the
gonna
nigga.
drop, nigga. Them niggas go ask for
No,
Ja
it
money,
ain't.
man. Stop
Nah,
He,
that
no,
shit,
no,
man.
it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, Tyree,
Man,
no, it ain't.
niggas
Cause
ain't
one
buying
thing
tickets.
about
nigga,
us,
what you mean box office?
now one thing about the Grizzlies, we support our team regardless. So we gonna still sell that
Man,
motherfucker.
before Ja got there, nigga, y'all was selling
We
45%
was
of the
selling that with
stadium.
Zebo and them.
Y'all was
We
selling
was selling that with
45% of that
Zebo and them.
stadium, nigga.
That's a lie. We was selling
I
that
said before
Zebo with
Ja got there,
Zebo and
not
them.
when Zebo was there. I'm talking about a little after that, nigga. Y'all was
I
selling
did that
45%
before
of the
Ja got
stadium,
there,
man.
right? That was before Ja got there, right?
Come on, man.
What you
Stop
talking
playing like
about,
that,
nigga? We
Herm.
was still selling out, nigga. End
Zebo
of the
was there
day,
the year before Ja got
we
there.
can get rid of that trick ass nigga, nigga. We
Was
can
Zebo
get
there
rid of
before
that
the year
trick,
Ja got there, nigga?
man. We still was selling
Exactly.
out.
Y'all was selling 45% of that damn stadium,
No, we
nigga.
was. No, we wasn't.
If Ja leave, nigga, y'all ain't selling out that stadium no more,
Yes,
man.
we is.
Nobody gonna
Yes,
watch
we
them trash
is.
ass Memphis Grizzlies, man. Stop that shit.
How the hell you gonna tell me that? I'm in the city, nigga. We
Nigga,
support
just
our team.
because
We
you
ain't
buy
got shit
tickets, nigga,
else,
don't
nigga.
mean everybody else gonna buy them
No,
sorry ass
Tyree,
tickets,
we
nigga.
ain't got shit. One thing about us, the Memphis Tigers been sorry for years. We still was supporting the Memphis Tigers, nigga. We
Man, ain't
support
nobody
our
supporting them
team.
neither, nigga.
That's a lie. That's a lie. We just won the tournament. We just won the conference tournament, nigga. We are supporting the team. Man, one thing about it, bro, we gonna support our teams. We got the Memphis Redbirds, nigga. That motherfucking stadium be
Memphis
packed.
Redbirds, what the
I'm
fuck?
talking AAA baseball. That
But
motherfucker
you a
be
sports
packed.
junkie though, nigga. I'm talking about a casual
Nah, but
nigga. Y'all
I'm
ain't about
just
to
telling
sell
you.
out shit.
Nah, I'm just telling you about the city. The
Nigga
city,
got a
the
fat
city,
ass.
the city just supports everything, bro. The
Yeah,
city
okay.
supports everything. So
We
even
gonna
with
see
or
too.
without
We
y'all,
gonna
nigga,
see
we
when
gonna
y'all get rid
support.
of Ja how
Yeah,
much y'all
we
can
need to
support
get rid
that
of
shit,
that
nigga.
trick ass nigga, cause we ain't going nowhere with the nigga. We ain't gonna go nowhere with the nigga. We can get rid of him. We ain't
But
disrespecting.
how that do y'all have a better record without that nigga anyway?
We were just as good without the nigga.
Man,
Our
stop that
records were
shit.
just about
Hey,
the same.
What's
Tyree, what
happening?
up, man?
What up, babe?
Man, what's up with you and Ja Morant, man?
Man, look, this is what I said, bro. Ja made a mistake, right? And we all get that. But Reggie and them talking about this nigga needs to be suspended for a whole year. Like for flashing the gun the second time, bro. I could get 30, 40 games, bro. But come on, the whole year this nigga
Let
gotta
me
get
ask you a
suspended.
question, dog. Let me ask you a question. If you the leader of a team, right, and your actions, your teammates asked you to not go out to the clubs because y'all was trying to get focused for the playoffs, and everybody lock in and focus so we can go win a championship, the number 2 overall seed. And you say, nah, I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to the club. And not only do you go to the strip club, you pull out a gun in front of these girls, and these girls talking this shit about they was afraid and that, you put fear in people. You pulled out a gun in an establishment and waved it around in a private establishment, right? So you did that. So the NBA said, look, we're going to go soft on you because you might have had that gun on our time, which is an automatic 50-game suspension. But the NBA went soft on him, which made a lot of people mad, and only gave him an 8-game suspension, right? A slap on the wrist and said, look, go act like you're going to do some training or something like that, and then we bring you back for the playoffs. So he comes back. He does the interview with Jalen Rose and says, I'm not about this life. This ain't me. That's not me. That's not who I am. Because he has all these endorsements and people that's behind him that want to see him be successful, that want to give him a lot of money to help take care of him for the rest of his life. What the hell is you doing again? After you did the interview saying that that's not me, I ain't gonna do it again. I apologize for letting my team, my city down, everybody else down. You got a daughter too, your family, all those people you said you let down. Why would you then go back and do it again?
Say you said this league was gonna give him 50 at first.
Yeah, it's automatic 50-game
Damn, I
suspension.
didn't know they was gonna get that nigga 50 at first.
Yeah, it's automatic 50-game suspension. You have a gun on during NBA premises, on NBA
Oh
watch.
shit, I ain't know that then.
What they did was they held him off and only gave him an 8 game. They gave him a light suspension. Everybody was mad about that because it was like, God damn, man, you hit niggas. Everybody thought he was gonna hit him with the 50 game at first.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. Called him in the office and gave him a warning. And the man he promised Adam Silver that he wasn't gonna do it again. Turns right back around 3 weeks later and does it again. Now Adam Silver don't put his neck out for the sponsors for the league. You got to remember this: the NBA got sponsors too. These teams got sponsors. So if you deem to be doing something that hurts the sponsors, they'll pull the money and then ain't nobody getting paid. See what I'm saying? Because the sponsorships don't want that type of negative publicity. The type of sponsorships that the NBA got. You feel me? As far as from the players waving guns, stuff like this. Now, do I think it's hypocrisy what some of the NBA does? Yes, because they'll have rappers who rap these things in their lyrics. But it's one thing when you rapping it in your lyrics. It's another thing you don't see these rappers pulling out guns and pieces and all this other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? On NBA time or why they're being contracted by the NBA. Ja Morant is under NBA contract. So he knows in the rule book that he's not supposed to do this. Plus, you just promised them that you didn't do it, and then you let your family down. Because you told your family that you apologized for making them look bad.
So let me ask you, how long would you suspend Ja for if you was the
damn season.
Adam Silver? The whole season?
Yes, because I got to send a message to everybody else. Because if I don't, then when somebody else mess up, then they can say, well, hey, you bent the rules for Ja. See what I'm saying? But if I do, that's gonna prevent that bullshit from happening again, because guys gonna be like, damn, they hit this nigga for the whole season for real. Know what I'm saying? That's $40 million out of his pocket. So now he's an idiot because, bro, if you're $100 million nigga, why do you need to have a gun in your hand? Nigga, you supposed to have armed security to blow a nigga brains out if a nigga step up and want trouble. See what I'm saying? And then you did this right after you had the meeting. This shit didn't happen like a cool 3-4 years later. You did this shit less than a month and a half after. So they did all
that
this
was stupid
PR
right there.
Yeah, they did all this PR work for you to help you get back. Had the meetings with you, everything. Told you they wasn't gonna hit you hard because you was a young star they trying to build. And then you come right back and spit in people's face and do that. I can understand if you said, nah, this is just me. I'm gonna keep doing it. But he said that's not him. He apologized and he ain't gonna do it again, and then turn right back around and did it again. Can't do that, bro. People are ignoring that part. That's the part that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Is that they gave him a slap on the wrist the first time, and then he came right back around and spit in people's face. Once they trusted him and said, all right, look, we ain't gonna hit you that hard. 8 games, boom, you come back. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
See, look, that part
Sound like he's snitching.
He's snitching.
Who's snitching?
You feel what I'm saying, Tyree?
Yeah, I feel what you saying. If you saying
Well,
that
all is well. That's you.
the
All is
first
well.
time, hold on, Herm, goddamn nigga. I get what you saying. If you said if the first time it was gonna be 50 years and they get that nigga a slap on the wrist and then he fucked around,
8 games.
not even, and you come around then again, then I can see the full game suspension, the full season suspension. I can see that shit. The first time around they gave you a slap on the wrist like that. You like I said, it was some dumb shit that he did. I just thought the 8 games was off top no matter from the first time. I didn't know that they limited to 8 games from the 50.
Nah, they reduced it. They cut it. So everybody was like tripping because it was like, man, y'all let this nigga off light. And then they thought he was going to change. He went and did an interview on TV with Jalen Rose, promised everybody he was going to change.
Yeah.
And then came right back and did the same thing. He basically slapped the NBA in the face. So the NBA told the sponsors, look, we're going to be all right. We talked to him. You ain't got to worry. You know what I'm saying? Well, damn, he just made them all look bad. So if the sponsors pull out, that causes everybody else money because this nigga acting like a goddamn fool. And then you got to think about this. Ain't nobody else in the NBA doing that shit. Why is you the only league doing this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a guy called All Is Well. I think All Is Well been wanting to say something. All Is Well. What's your take on this, man? Because I know you kind of against what we're saying.
Yeah, I just like to hear the facts. I hear a lot of feelings, but I don't hear a lot of facts.
Hold on, what's the feelings?
I feel like the feeling is well. Let me start off saying that a lot of these feelings that I'm hearing is getting mixed on to where his first accusations was when he pointed the gun at the gun. Am I right or wrong?
How's that feelings if that's fact? If he pulled out a gun in a closed establishment?
Right. What I'm saying is that's where all the feelings is starting to build up of. Oh, he done. Why would he point a gun at a kid? Right. Is that what we was talking about at first? That's
No. The problem. This was the problem. The original problem is that you're not supposed to brandish a gun while you're under NBA contract. That's in your contract. That's in your contract.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Right.
When you did that, hold on. When you did that in the club, and when you did that in the club establishment, and then they got it on tape that you doing it, and then the girls who work at the club said they were scared when you was waving the gun around, bro, you put the NBA in a very bad position because they got sponsors who give them money that help keep the league going. So if the sponsors don't want to be represented or don't want the players to present that type of image in that light, then if they, for example, the racist ass owner from the Phoenix Suns, you know what happened when it came out that he was using the N-word? These is facts now, all as well. The sponsor for the team, PayPal, said, nah, we're going to pull our sponsorship until y'all fire him because we don't agree with what he said. He running around here calling people niggas. We don't agree with that.
Right. But
so
what
if they did that, hold on, if they pull that sponsorship, the team loses a big chunk of money that helps the team continue to function, and maybe the team would have to fold. See what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So that's why I'm saying about Ja Morant, right? We was stuck on that moment of his first incident, right? Is that case still open?
No. They got by that. They told him, all right, look, we're going to give you a slap on the wrist. We ain't going to hit you hard like we could have. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot of stuff going on that they ignored. All the other stuff that was going on. Bro, just him getting into it and punching a kid, a minor, could have got him out the league for about 45 games.
And he flashed a strap on the
See what I'm
kid.
saying? See what I'm saying? They let all that go. Then the stuff that happened at the mall, the NBA know all this stuff. They got people following these guys. So they know all this stuff. They swept it under the rug. The reason why the whole thing came public on Ja Morant. Now, you got to remember, the NBA been covering up stuff for Ja Morant for a minute now. But the reason why this came to public light is because it was on film and the girls in the club snitched on Ja Morant. And it was on tape. And somebody gave the tape to TMZ.
And
Yep, and
tweeted that
when
audio.
TMZ get a hold of something, it's over with for you
The
then.
NBA had been trying to
What?
protect Ja Morant. But Ja Morant so stupid,
Yep.
he couldn't get the message that, look, we trying to help you keep your money, but this nigga's so dumb, he don't want to keep his own damn money.
Right.
You post the police. Ja Morant, the little boy and the police in his house, he crying, his mama, you know what I'm saying? He explaining play by play what happened with Ja Morant allegedly.
Yeah, but hold on, but Reggie, I'm gonna say this. Ja's wrong for hitting that kid. I think the kid wasn't telling the whole truth about I think that it was both of them was the problem. I don't think it was just all Ja Morant, but
He
that
probably
doesn't give Ja pass to put his hands on that kid, right? And then the kid said he brandished the gun, right? Which I believe the kid when he said he brandished a gun on him, that he upped his gun on him. I believe that shit, right? Because all we've been doing is seeing Ja running around here with guns and shit, acting crazy. Do I think he pointed it at him? Nah, I think he showed it to him though. Like, I got it on me. See what I'm saying? So the NBA known this stuff. The only reason why Ja got exposed, and the Memphis Grizzlies been knowing this stuff. They've been covering up shit for Ja.
They've been protecting him from day one.
The problem is this. When he got caught and they got him on the video, the NBA couldn't cover it up no more because now they got you on tape and they got witnesses out here saying that you pulled out the gun and they was afraid. So the NBA, with everything that happened with Ja, they only hit him with an 8-game suspension and told him, look, chill out, go down here, act like you went to a rehab, which he really probably didn't. Come back and just do the interview with Jalen Rose. Say you're not going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody you're not like that you know what I'm saying, you're not into that gang life. So therefore, we don't lose sponsorships and we can move on. He did that and everybody thought it was cool. People had gotten past it. But then he comes and does this shit again. Now you got to hit his ass hard because now you make me look bad.
Did my thing the second, like, because he keeps saying about the second time, right? Had him and his homeboy not been on Instagram, bro. And that's even with the club situation. Had he not been on Instagram, because we seen it on Instagram before we seen the actual footage, right? Until the police got involved. Had he not been on Instagram, he and his homeboys for the clout, nobody would have seen him dance on top of the car.
That was self-inflicted. That was what he did all as well. It was self-inflicted. Then nobody tell that dumbass nigga to go do that.
What you got to say about that?
Why you gonna do it on tape anyways?
Because you talk about the facts, right? The fact is, him and his homeboy recorded half the stuff that went down.
Right. So
what I know that's a fact is he won't get everybody pushing the narrative of they want his contract voided. Like you get it voided.
Nah, I ain't heard that. I heard people say
it was on CNN this morning.
No, okay. Well, CNN might.
Well, CNN that tell you enough, right there.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Shams was on CNN.
CNN might push that because they're against this gun violence stuff and they don't want to see mega stars doing this because why? If a kid growing up is a fan of Ja Morant's and he see this dude waving around a gun, a kid might think it's cool, and that's what we need to be doing. And that's not what we need to be teaching.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
You don't think CNN got enough power? Them people at CNN got more power than the NBA. And guess what? TNT, Turner Sports, that's the same shit as CNN. So you don't think they got enough power to call up Adam Silver and be like, hey, because you know it's some powerful people back there,
Reg, you sound scary as a bitch.
No, well, listen,
they have the power.
saying,
They have the power
damn,
to
Reg.
find. They can find them a certain amount.
Let me break it down in the right way. Let me break it down in the right way. What Reggie's saying is right to an extent, and I'm gonna tell you why it's right. Look how long it's taken Adam Silver to come out with a decision. You know why? Because he's contemplating how hard he gonna hit this mofo and if it's gonna satisfy everybody. Because he can't come soft this time. He got to do something that's gonna satisfy all parties. So the thing he's probably gonna have to do is hit him from 50 games to a whole year.
I say give him 40, 41.
They're gonna have to hit him with 50. They're gonna have to hit him with 50 to a whole year.
That's why I said 52. That's why I said 50, man.
I'm saying they're gonna probably hit him with 50 to a whole year. And listen, y'all need to sit down somewhere. You're going through something mentally where you got to be a dumbass nigga if you giving money back. I mean, you already gave back 40 million just because of the first gun incident. Now you finna lose 40 million more because you're gonna miss out on the first year of your contract.
Whoa. You said he lost, he gave away. Do we know that's a fact though?
Nigga, yes,
the
nigga.
All NBA clause. He didn't make the All NBA team. It was a bonus, bro.
They went against him and refused to vote him for All NBA just so he could lose that 40 million because of what he did with the gun incident. So yes, they didn't suspend him all those games.
Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't make the All NBA team.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. They didn't suspend him for all those games because they knew they was gonna fuck him out of his money. So when it came to the All NBA, because if he made All NBA, he's gonna get $40 million more. But they said, nah, we not voting. And even though his team was second place and he averaged 26 a game, he should have been All NBA. But they refused to vote for him because that was their way of sticking it to his ass since they didn't hit him with them games. Now you do that dumb shit, and then you come back. This is your first year, getting ready to get 40 million on your new deal, $200 million deal you just signed, and your dumb ass is getting ready to lose out on 40 more million. So that's 80 million plus the 30 plus million he gonna lose on endorsements he just lost. So that's $100 million he just lost in less than a month and a half. All because this dumbass nigga want to wave a gun, and you got people on YouTube capping for this shit, capping for a nigga losing money.
Shit, dumb shit make you
I'm
lose.
trying to see how is this off.
You stay on that dumb shit, you're gonna keep losing money.
But I'm trying to figure out where the feelings part come in that he said before, bro. Because this is all facts. Like this ain't no feelings about it.
Well, like I say, the feelings come in from mixing the first incident with this last incident, where it really wasn't an incident. It was just a dude I seen on camera having fun. Like he was acting his age. He was acting extremely his age.
Can't do that. You a grown
man. But like I said, I understand you what you can and can't do, but that's why I say a lot of these things come with feelings because they mix in.
Feelings. Hold on, no, it's not feelings. It's against the rule book of the NBA.
See, well, the first incident was, but not this.
The second, no, you're not hearing me. Hold on. Just because the season is off, don't mean you're off NBA clock. You still are on NBA clock. For example, that's why dudes get suspended in the off season if they fail a test, because you'll get tested in the off season, and if you fail a test, that goes into the next season. As long as you're under contract, you're under the NBA rules and regulations to abide by that contract year round until your contract is up.
Well, can you drink? Let me answer this. I know you knowledgeable. I can tell. So during the season, can players drink beer?
Yeah, that ain't no problem.
Liquor, or can they drink liquor?
Yeah, you never heard about nobody complaining about none of the players drinking liquor.
Okay. Well, let me skip it up a notch. Can they gamble?
Depending on what, they can't gamble on basketball.
Right. So off the season, this is what I was just about to get to. So you can't gamble on basketball, right?
No.
Right. So, but when you go to during the season, you can't gamble. You're not supposed to be gambling at all.
No, you can gamble during the season. You just can't bet on basketball.
You can't do what P. Rose did, gamble on the
sport
gamble
you play. Basketball. You cannot gamble. You can't bet on basketball. You can gamble during the season, but you can't bet on basketball.
Okay. Well, I that must be something new.
No, it's not nothing new. That's always been there. What it is that the NBA and in the leagues like the NFL and Major League Baseball, they operate different from a sport like boxing. Boxing, you can bet on boxing if you're a boxer. But it's
Yeah,
different.
I know that.
It's different. It's different when you in those other leagues because that's a conflict of interest. See what I'm saying? That rule has been in place for almost the last 50 years. So you can't bet on basketball if you play basketball. You can't bet on baseball if you play pro baseball. You can't bet on hockey if you play pro hockey. See what I'm saying? So this is not based off of feelings. This is based off of facts. This nigga's an idiot. They tried to help your dumb ass, and you a grown man with a kid, and you doing this dumb shit.
So if this was LeBron, say I'm gonna just put a different
They'd have
scenario.
nailed his ass.
Say if LeBron had he is at the Super Bowl or something and had a rolled up blunt on his ear or something, and he forgot, and they put the camera on.
They're gonna hit his ass hard because it doesn't matter because it's the image of the NBA. So when you're doing that now.
No. What I'm saying, I'm about to say this. Would we be talking about voided contract? I'm not saying you are talking about that.
No. Now hold on. Now
how you gonna compare that, bro?
Now they wouldn't because weed is legalized in the NBA now. So
yeah, they don't even test for that shit no more.
Let me say this. Now they wouldn't because smoking weed is legalized in the NBA. So they wouldn't.
Well, let's talk about before then. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to get off of it because so many got.
Bro,
they got too many feelings
about it, bro. Because look, you talking about a dude. I'm not even a LeBron James fan.
Hold on.
You talking about a dude with a spotless 20-year record, bro.
Hold on, Reggie. Before this, is what you got to understand, man. This what you don't understand, bro. Before it was illegal to smoke weed in the NBA, even though it was legal by law. It was against NBA regulations. Now, if you don't want to abide by those regulations, don't sign your contract. But that stuff is inside your contract. Teams have certain clauses. For example, man, it could be legal for you to carry a gun in your state, open carry. But guess what? You could have a private business that says no guns allowed in this store. And if you take a gun in that store, that's law.
Right. That's why they say policy is not law. You know.
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying. No. I'm saying. If for example, if you got an open and carry state, right? But you got a private establishment that says we don't allow guns or firearms in this establishment, and you take one in, you're technically violating the law.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but you're violating their policy. You're violating their policy, but not violating the law.
Because that establishment doesn't allow that. So let me say this to you, right? So that is illegal. So let me say this to you, right? Here's the whole point. With Ja Morant, he's in a state where he can open carry, right? No problem.
Yeah,
but the problem is his contract he signed, he agreed to release that right as long as he's an NBA basketball player.
Right. Do you agree that every contract is an agreement, but every agreement is not a contract?
No, it's a contract. It's an agreement. That's what, because if it wasn't, he would be able to sue the NBA, which he can't.
Well, no, that's why. Well, he actually, they talking about void. I'm talking extreme, but I'm saying my whole point. My whole point with the feelings was the avoiding part.
They're not going to avoid his deal.
Right, exactly. It's not going to happen. That was my whole point.
The harshest suspension he'll get is a 1 year. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if he does it again, his ass is out of there. They're gonna lullaby his ass, right? But what I'm saying to you is, as far as the NBA is concerned, once you sign a written agreement and you have agreed by their bylaws, they can terminate you and there's nothing you can do about it. They can punish you and there's nothing you can do about it.
They would terminate him with pay.
No,
they won't. No, they won't.
Listen, they tricky.
Hold on.
Think about what they did to Sprewell. Think about what they did to Sprewell.
Irvin still got paid.
That's how I know.
Now Kyrie Irving ain't nowhere near.
Hold on, Herb. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about, dog. See, you don't get terminated with pay for breaking the rules or breaking the law of the NBA. With the NBA is concerned, bro, if he breaks that law, they can terminate him without pay. Period. He doesn't get his check. This is in the contract.
Yeah, he just don't get the check.
It's called contract. It's called conduct detrimental to the team, conduct detrimental to the league.
Okay, I'm agreeing with that. See, what my whole point is, it's like it's so tricky when it comes to the contract. If the contract say I'm gonna pay you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? That's how they trick you with the words that's why they come with more fines than they do when you hear voided contracts. Because if something happens, they'll say, well, we're not going to pay you, which really means if you got a guaranteed contract, he'll be fighting for that in the back end instead of on Monday,
No.
Wednesday, and
That's not how
Friday.
NBA
That's how
contract goes.
Kyrie got paid.
I've seen NBA contracts because a lot of my friends play in the NBA. That's not how it goes, and you're totally wrong.
Yeah,
NBA
I've got dudes that deal with not the
NBA
NBA, but as far as NFL and
NBA contract is
soccer.
simple and clear with those rules and regulations. In the NBA contract, it clearly states what you can and can't do and what is against the team policies. And the team gives you the policies as you sign the contract. They give you a list of the team policies. In his team policies, this rule is there. It's right there that you will be suspended and you can be suspended
Right,
and
the
banned
collective bargaining agreement.
if you violate.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the collective bargaining agreement. They
No,
come up
not the CBA. That's different. That's different from your individual contract. For example, I'm gonna say this again, right? Again, when a team does a contract with a player signs the contract with the team. Then the team forwards the contract to the NBA for approval. See what I'm saying? So what happens is the NBA reviews the contracts to make sure that all of these things have been covered for each and every individual player. Most of the teams have the same writing in the contract, all the contracts. The only thing that's different is the numbers, the salaries, and things like that. And sometimes the wording, depending on what type of contract each player is on, meaning if you're on a two-way contract or if you're on a guaranteed contract or whatever else. But in those bylaws, bro, when you break a rule, they can suspend you and ban you without pay. And what they have is they have a certain amount of games that they can do it for outlined ahead of time. This saves them when you're talking legal. That's why you never seen nobody sue the NBA for nothing like that. You never seen Gill sue the NBA when they suspended him because it was in the bylaws that they could ban him. See what I'm saying? So you gotta realize they've been covering up for him. So that's like if you taking up for somebody, you looking out for them, you cover, and then they turn around and stab you in the back and do some dumb shit again. How you gonna feel? You gonna be like, man, this nigga's a clown, bro. This nigga, I don't took up for this nigga, and he don't make me sit here and look stupid. And again, what do Ja Morant need a gun for? Why do he need to be waving a gun? You a grown man with a daughter making $200 million in the NBA. What do you need to wave a gun for? What is that for? I'll wait for that answer. What is the gun for? Is he going to kill? Is he going to slide on somebody?
I mean, look, I'm a second amendment, right?
I'm asking you because the only time I know niggas that have guns, they got beef.
And you know what would happen? Say if we heard knock on wood, or you heard a different story. Ja Morant in Memphis got shot.
Hold on, a nigga say he in Memphis, he need a gun. No, he in Memphis, he need goddamn security, $100 million nigga.
I agree. So I agree with that.
If I'm in Memphis, why I want to have a gun when I got other niggas that are licensed to have a gun and blow your goddamn brains out if you fuck around. And guess what? I won't have no liable because it's legal. Therefore, you don't have to worry about this dumb shit. Real G's don't have to never touch no gun. Real G's, niggas will lay you down. Niggas will lay a nigga down for you. He won't even have to touch a gun. All you gotta do is snap his fingers, nigga.
Yeah, but we all been young before, and we all made a lot of mistakes.
It's not young.
Some made more mistakes than others. Some people learn faster than others.
I'm gonna say it again. Would you do it if you had $100 million on the line?
No, I don't believe so. Even in my young way, but I know a handful that will.
You shouldn't be capping for this nigga then.
No. I'm just trying to play because I see more on the like I say. Only thing I was seeing in the comments was, oh, they're gonna void his contract. They're gonna suspend. I hope they suspend him for a year. I'm like, bruh, like, do y'all understand that Mike Tyson, all the prime players except for LeBron that had issues at a young age, James Harden going to strip clubs, people blowing. It's just always he happened to be an NBA young boy thinking he in a video holding a gun in the air, not pointed at nobody. That's why I said it's getting mixed in with.
Hold on, but you know the rules that you're not supposed to brandish guns under your NBA contract. That's why you don't see nobody else doing it in the league. Most all them players own guns. They're not brandishing them shits because they know the NBA bylaws.
But all is well, you know it's wrong, bro, because before he got drafted, the folks did a whole ESPN special on the kid, talking about how his family are pillars of the community, how they basically provide a basketball court to provide a basketball league for everybody in their community to bring peace and tranquility to their community and stuff, man. And at the end of the day,
Right.
they did it. And John Morant is not known for a kid. He come from a good background, good home, all that. So John Morant didn't have any issues in Murray State. He didn't have any issues in high school. And as a rookie, he didn't have any issues as well. He was quiet as a rookie.
Well,
Why now all of a sudden that he's displaying these certain
I got
activities
an
and
answer
certain
for that.
actions?
I got an answer for that. And I'm just speaking in reality. When you a kid and all you knew was basketball, people pushing you to get into the NBA. So all his years, maybe in middle school, high school, college, and now the NBA, what did he miss out on? He probably feeling like, man, I missed out on my young, having the fun, the college, I was too much into basketball practice and all this. So a lot of people like him, when they get money, they try to relive their life before it's too late. So I feel like his mental is like, man, I want to have fun. I got my money now. I can relax. I can have fun. Now I feel like he doing it in a level that I wouldn't do. But like I say, it's just he a kid, you
Nah,
know.
I think this kid is heavily influenced by hip hop. I think this kid is a lost soul, and I think it's really no excuses for the way he is acting. It's a way to carry yourself. It's the way to be. Most niggas that really about this shit, they don't perpetrate. They don't put it on front street. So if he was really about that, he wouldn't put none of the stuff he got going on on social media. He wouldn't put none of the stuff he got going on on social media. He wouldn't put none of the stuff he got going on on Instagram. He wouldn't put none of the stuff he got going on on Facebook. Man, that's my bad, y'all. Put a one in the chat, y'all hear me? Put a two if you don't hear me. I'm back around now, man. I'm back around. Sound ain't gone. Sound is still here, man. Do y'all hear me? Put a one if y'all hear me. For sure, for sure. Hey man, this John Moran thing, Ticket spoke the real. Shout out to Ticket, man. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Maz. Shout out to Tyree. Shout out to all as well. Hey man, you a brother. I know where all as well stands for. I know that term where it come from. You should know better, man. You should be hard on John Morant, man. You shouldn't be light on him. It's a people got to look at the bigger picture. He let down his family. He let down himself. He let down people from his small city in Sumter, South Carolina. Man, it's just sad, bro. And but at the end of the day, I want to talk on my predictions in the conference finals, man. The Lakers and the Nuggets. My true feelings. I want the Lakers to get their asses beat. I want the Lakers to get their asses beat. But in all actuality, I hate to admit it. I got the Lakers as the favorite in this series. I think the Lakers would beat the Nuggets in 6 games. I think they're just a bad matchup for Denver. I think Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis gonna make it difficult for Jokic. I think Jokic gonna be in foul trouble a lot. I think he's gonna get exposed on that defensive side of the ball a lot. And I just think the role players, the Lakers got better role players than the Nuggets. I hate to say it, but I think the Lakers will win 4-2. And they'll make it to the NBA Finals. And I hate to admit it. Ticket said it earlier. He thought they was gonna do it with Russ, but Ticket predicted that before earlier in the year. Elder been predicting this shit earlier in the year. But at the end of the day, I hate to admit it. I hate to say it, but I think the Lakers is just a bad matchup for the Nuggets, and I think the Nuggets don't have the willpower to overcome certain things that they're gonna have to endure against the Lakers. Now, if Denver could play physical and understand that we know the refs gonna blow the whistle, we know the Lakers gonna get to the free throw line, whatever, but we gonna make them feel every foul. There's a difference when you just committing fouls and when you do commit fouls, you make it count. I think Denver got to put a little more oomph into their fouls. Don't try to hurt anybody. Don't try to do flagrant activity type of fouls, but you gotta let it be known it's nothing these layups. We gonna foul you hard. You ain't gonna be able to go up. Screens. If you Jokic, you know you're not the fastest in the world. Take a foul or two to run over somebody. Knock the screener on their ass. Knock the screen on their ass. But if I'm Denver, I'm matching up Jokic with Vanderbilt. We gonna see if Vanderbilt can put up buckets. You try to hide him as much as you can for Anthony Davis. On defense end, you will hope that Aaron Gordon could make Anthony Davis work on the offense end like he somewhat did Kevin Durant. Uh, I think they need to throw the same type of looks at Anthony Davis, even though Anthony Davis work inside more than KD. He does more rare things to Kevin Durant, but I think they got to kind of somewhat defend him the same way. Um, but I real deal believe though the Lakers will win the 6 games. For us, the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. I want the Miami Heat to win because the Celtics. I hate the Celtics with a passion. I hate them worse than the Lakers. I hate them worse than LeBron James. I think they one of the most overrated, most cheatingest franchise in NBA history. I think they didn't earn anything. I think all the rings they celebrated for, you won most of them in the Jim Crow era. I really don't take it serious. The only good thing that Boston has is Bill Russell. Paul Pierce cool, but he only got one ring in his time with Boston, so I really don't count. Larry Bird and them did their thing in the 80s, but they only won 3 of them though. So it ain't really nothing special about it. Ain't really nothing special about the Celtics to me, honestly. But Celtics should be the favorites in this series. Um, I think I think it's going 7 games again, and I think Boston. I think they just got too much firepower. I think they'll pull it out in 7 games, but it's gonna be a hard fought game. I think it's gonna somewhat be the same way. Miami go win and blowouts. Boston go win and blowouts. A game 7 gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna come down to the last shot again. And I just think Jimmy Butler he's gonna have to do too much just to beat Boston. And I think Jaylen Brown is the key to that series. I think Jaylen Brown is gonna come with it. End of the day, I think Jason Tatum could be contained, but I think Jaylen Brown would be the guy that will ultimately be the best player in this series against the Miami Heat, and they will ultimately prevail. They will ultimately win the series and go to the NBA Finals, and now you guys will see the NBA Finals between the so-called two legendary franchises, the Lakers and the Celtics. And we'll get into that one day. But those are my thoughts on the conference finals. I got the Celtics in 7. I got the Lakers in 6 games. Um, and but I'm one of the coldest ever because I got Mookie Jones decide and bet with LeBron Ramon James, and he betted me 100 that the Lakers would beat the Nuggets. So I hope the Nuggets win. I hope the Nuggets do their thing. But I got Mookie Jones, you guys, to side with the Los Angeles Lakers in the bet. So I felt like I did my part to get him to side with LeBron Ramon James. That's my bragging rights. I ain't got to win that bet. I just happy that he sided with LeBron Ramon James, and I could hold that against him. Um, But real talk, man, this job thing, it just hurt. It just affecting the city in a negative way. I think he played his last game as a Memphis Grizzly. I think Ticket brought up a lot of great points, man. He was right on the money with Ja. I just believe that it's just too much, man. You fooled me once, shame on me. You fooled me twice, man. Hey, that saying is true. The Grizzlies can't get fooled for a third time. You got to. I know it hurts because I know you saw a future in this kid, but you got to move on though, because he's gonna let you down again. Um, and I don't think he'll ever be okay again. I think it is what it is. He's gonna be one of those guys. Man, what a what if store? That's what John Morant gonna be. Because if he was committed to the game of basketball, we would have saw a lot of different variables, a lot of different things we would have saw out there. Him having a decent jump shot, him having a good in between game. It's just sad, y'all. But you guys, we had a great video. Shout out to Know Your Boy Sports and News. Shout out to Mr. Maz. Shout out to Reggie, man. Shout out to our brother, the guy, man, the guru, the king of this YouTube shit. Our brother Ticket. Shout out to all as well. And shout out to my brother, Tyree Love, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, man, y'all hit that like. Y'all hit that subscribe, man. If y'all want to donate to the platform, y'all hit up $cash 11. Shout out to Italian Lagoon again for that cash out early, man. Appreciate that, brother, man. Salute to you, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe again if you want to donate to the platform. $cash 11. Man, my brother will be coming home tomorrow, man, because I know that I got a feeling that my lawyer gonna get this dismissed. We got all the evidence we need, man. I feel like my brother will be home tomorrow. So shout out to my brother, man. You'll be home soon, man. We go throw a little party for you, my nigga. Man, shout out to my little brother, man. Love you. Man, shout out to everybody that's supporting this platform, supporting the LDBC movement, man. Salute to y'all. And I'm out, y'all.